Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and your phone won't update, your car won't start. Hospital equipment is running on backup, the stock market is frozen, military systems are going dark, not because of a virus, not because of a natural disaster, because somewhere in East Asia, a factory the size of a small city just stopped. This isn't science fiction. This is one of the most realistic global risks nobody talks about. Let me explain. Right now, as you watch this video, around 90% of the world's most advanced semiconductor manufacturing capacity is concentrated in one place, Taiwan, a small island roughly the size of Maryland, with a huge portion of the world's digital future sitting on its shores. The company is called TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, and without it, many of today's iPhones, AI processors, data center chips, and high-performance electronics would be difficult to produce at current scale. Apple, Nvidia, AMD, Qualcomm, some of the world's biggest technology companies depend on TSMC to manufacture their most advanced chips, and TSMC depends on peace. Now here's where it gets serious. China has claimed Taiwan as its own for decades, and in recent years, military activity around Taiwan has reached levels not seen since the 1990s. Warships, fighter jets, military exercises, missile tests. The possibility of a conflict over Taiwan has become one of the most closely watched geopolitical risks on Earth. Because this isn't just about territory, it's about technology. The technology that powers modern civilization. So what happens if that supply suddenly disappears? Let's walk through it. Day 1. News breaks that Chinese naval forces have begun surrounding Taiwan. Markets react instantly. Technology stocks plunge, governments scramble, emergency meetings begin, because everyone realizes the same terrifying thing. The world's most advanced chip supply is at risk. Day 7, TSMC suspends operations for safety. The most advanced chip factories ever built go quiet. Machines worth hundreds of millions of dollars sit idle. Production stops, and the countdown begins. Day 30, automakers start shutting down assembly lines, not because they're out of steel, not because they're out of engines, because they're running out of chips. The chips that control the brakes, the engine, the airbags, and dozens of other critical systems. Consumer electronics companies begin feeling the pressure. Smartphones, laptops, networking equipment, gaming hardware. Manufacturing slows, inventories shrink, prices rise. Medical equipment suppliers and data centers face growing shortages of critical semiconductor components. Day 60, the AI boom begins to slow. Data center expansion projects are delayed. New servers become harder to build. Cloud providers face supply constraints. Advanced AI development depends on advanced chips, and far fewer new chips are arriving. The pressure spreads across the entire technology industry. Day 90. Governments start making difficult choices. Who gets priority access to the remaining supply? The military, hospitals, banks, power grids? The economic consequences are now spreading worldwide. Some analyses estimate that a major disruption to Taiwan's semiconductor industry could cost the global economy more than $10 trillion. The United States would suffer. China would suffer. Virtually every major economy would feel the shock. And this isn't some far-fetched scenario. National security planners, economists, and technology leaders have been warning about this risk for years, because the world built the most powerful technological civilization in human history on a supply chain centered around a single island. And here's the part that should keep you awake. We knew this. Governments knew, technology companies knew, investors knew, but for decades, efficiency came before resilience. The world concentrated advanced chip production where it could be done most efficiently. Now everyone is trying to build alternatives. The United States passed the CHIPS Act. Europe launched major semiconductor initiatives. Japan is investing billions. India wants to become a manufacturing powerhouse. But there's a problem. Building a leading-edge semiconductor factory takes years. The equipment is so specialized that only one company in the world, ASML in the Netherlands, produces the EUV machines required to manufacture the most advanced chips. Some of those machines cost hundreds of millions of dollars, and demand is so high that buyers can wait years for delivery. The reality is simple. The world is still deeply dependent on Taiwan, and replacing that dependency won't happen overnight, because semiconductors aren't just another product. They're the foundation of the modern world. The invisible engines behind phones, cars, hospitals, AI, financial systems, and national defense. The question isn't whether a disruption in Taiwan would change the world. The question is whether we're building alternatives fast enough before we're forced to find out. Sleep well.